Traveling spontaneously is an incredible way to see the world, to meet new people, and experience some crazy things. But if you and your traveling buddies are going spontaneously, you're probably not maximizing the potential that your trip could have. If you're not planning, you're missing out on these 3 things, and the third one is the worst. The first thing you're missing out on is options. Now let me preface this just a little bit by saying, with this spontaneous travel, I'm not saying you have to have everything perfect. I'm not saying that you have to put every single thing in order and only go by the schedule. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that you are missing out if you don't have options. And taking some time to plan and prepare gives you the most options and maximizes your enjoyment of the trip. Imagine how terrible it would feel if you were just scrolling on Instagram, on Facebook, and you see, hey, there's this incredible location. We were just there a couple days ago. Hot springs, a restaurant, whatever it might be. I would hate for you guys to miss out on that. Here's my suggestion for you. Obviously, we're talking spontaneous trips. You're not gonna have every single option planned out, but you can be prepared whether you have 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days before your spontaneous trip leaves. I want you to get out a spreadsheet, a notebook, whatever you have handy, whatever you use to record information. I personally use Notion and the Keep Notes app that's by Google. You could also scribble in a guidebook. Reddit is also a fantastic place to find some of these things. Whatever you do, just take a couple Google searches in your area. Even maybe if there's something on the way, maybe if there's something, let's say you're in the car and you take 5 minutes, you're just gonna look up what are the options in the next half hour, next 2 hours. I'm sure you'll be able to find some hidden gems so that you don't miss out and you can maximize your spontaneous trip. Hi guys, my name is Audrey. I'm the lead director and creator here at The Trail North, and this project is all about helping you guys find your way into the outdoors because creation is meant to be explored. One thing you might not have thought about is how spontaneous trips can actually cost you more money. Yep, that's right. A lot of places will actually offer some sort of discount. I know hotels in particular, you want to book ahead if at all possible, because especially if you're driving in at 9 p.m., they're gonna tell you that they only have a couple rooms left and you're gonna pay a premium for it. I know that because I was out in Colorado once and we ended up shelling out $400. $400, which was like almost $500 by the time we added on tax and all of the doodads. Whew, that one hurt a little bit. But you gotta keep an eye on your finances. Spontaneous trips can run up a credit card bill really, really fast. So let's be a little prepared. Let's start thinking about what we need to do to have some cash on hand. Is there any way we can make a couple extra bucks before the trip? You can grab a job babysitting. Maybe you can wash someone's car. You could grab a bucket and a mop and do some house cleaning for a couple extra bucks. Whatever it takes, you want to do everything you can so that you have 1, the most options, and 2, the most flexibility when it comes to your finances. Let's say you pop along somewhere super fun, it's super cute, there's a bunch of little gadgets you can buy, little trinkets, and you're out of money. Now, you could put that on a credit card, which is not my first recommendation. I would prefer that you had cash handy and you could enjoy spending the money that you have instead of borrowing it and paying it off at a later date. That never feels great. I don't want you guys to miss out on any of our upcoming tips and tricks, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our Monday or Friday uploads. Now, back to the content. So now that you're not missing out on any opportunities or experiences and you're not missing out on anything hindering you financially, we're going to talk about the third and worst thing you might miss out on if you travel too spontaneously, and that is, drum roll please, LNT. If you're not familiar with LNT, those letters stand for Leave No Trace, and this applies to whatever outdoor activities you may be doing. Now, some of it isn't applicable in certain travel contexts, such as how to dispose of waste properly. If you're staying in a hotel, that's not going to matter. But if you are camping and you're hiking and you haven't prepared properly, oh boy, you might be finding yourself needing to go number 2 and be out in a pickle in the middle of the woods. Leave no trace principles are easily found online in a multitude of locations. The goal of LNT and the reason why you should care is because they are on a mission to preserve the world for coming generations. We need to be responsible for what we bring into the outdoors, whether that's a piece of gum on a sidewalk or whether that's number 2 in the woods. We need to take care of our trash and make sure that we have prepared and are appropriately ready to handle any situation that might be thrown our way. Because let me tell you, nobody wants to walk along a trail and find your leftovers sitting right beside it. Check out the link to Leave No Trace in the caption and the free downloadable for what you need to capture all of your ideas and your options for your next spontaneous travel. Now that you're prepared to be spontaneous on your next trip, check out this next video for 5 ways to make any trip better. And until next time, guys, happy travels.